Alright, welcome back everyone. New project day. Got the Rolife 3D puzzle Christmas wreath. Somebody suggested this one and I didn't think I'd have time for it, but I went back and I think we're going to be able to squeeze this one in, and this should put us pretty close to getting done with all my Christmas projects around Christmas. Should be a pretty simple build on this one. Only 3 stars, 3 out of 5, 250 pieces, 252. Rolife and Rowood and Rocker are all the same basic company. Time. There's a bunch of them that all fall under the same group. I'm pretty good experience with all of them. They all seem to make really good projects that I've done so far. So I'm looking forward to digging in on this one. Should be a fun little build. I don't expect it to be an overly long one. Like I said, at that skill level, I think it's going to be more prep time painting the edges of the leaves than anything that y'all don't have to deal with. But let's dig in and see what we got. And while I'm doing this, I'll tell you, if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just trying to have a good time. We're not solving all the problems, we're just building silly little models, having us a bit of fun. You see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add onto my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience in YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best of options. Okay, cellophane is off. And let's drop this open and see what we got into. It is a deep box, a thick boy. I think some good decorations in the bottom. Got all our wood panels. Again, like I say, nice thick set. Our safety guidelines, I'm assuming it's saying there's no lead in them. I've never actually read them, but I'm assuming it says something along those lines. Explanation of our symbols used on the thing. There's our instruction. Poster. I wish this one was expensive enough for them to buy the staples and make a book. And like I said, my problem with the posters, more than anything, they fold right in the middle of the instructions. So I've got to refold it to be able to see the instructions. That's my big issue with instructions. On the back, this is a good place for a fold. It's in between them, so you can see everything. This one, smack dab down the middle. Well, why would you do that? If you're not going to spring for the book, make good posters. Okay, rant over. Got us a few ornament things. Got us some holly berries, a teeny tiny screwdriver, a little, probably, I'm assuming that's going to be what we hang it from, our little brad type thing. Alright, over into here. Okay, got some bells, and our battery pack and LEDs. That's all that comes in the box. Go back home. I'm pretty sure these bells don't feel heavy enough to be actual bells. I believe they're plastic. Double check. No, they are metal. Okay. No clanger in it. Just decorative. Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised. That's good. Kudos for that part. Put my lid back on. Maybe. And let's see here. These guys up here out of the way. Take a quick look at if I can unfold. And this is a big poster too. That's another. It just keeps going on. Let's say this is definitely a book-sized. 7, 8, 9, 10 official steps, but they're sort of. I found this particular conglomerate is pretty fast and loose with where they put. I think they just randomly throw numbers in to have steps. I don't think they even think they have. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to that. But let's say that's what we got to go on. Now let's take a look at our pieces, and we will get going. Okay. Let's make a nice little get up here. I think okay, oh, okay, looks, I believe, okay, for a second there I thought they had just taped some cardstock. Yeah, they actually, yeah, they did. They just taped some cardstock onto a piece of wood on this one. So it lines up, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Although I don't think I've ever seen that. Like I say, you can sort of see, it'll focus on that, and sort of see the edge hanging off there. That's, like I said, that's a new one for me. Okay, a little piece of sandpaper. I think this is our two-sided tape glue stick. I have very success with this. I think for something like this, I think I'm going to go just to regular glue because it's a little more permanent and more, you know, reliable. I got some tabs, so a couple of pieces of cray paper cut out. It's not cray paper. It's a little bit thicker than that. It's not quite cardstock, but it's more than regular paper. And then onto our actual pieces. No, there's another piece of, okay, that's, and I say that's, I'd say that's really light cardstock on this one. It's really thin, but it's, you know, it's not, like I say, it's not thin paper, thin as paper, but it's not, definitely not full cardstock either. Okay. And I think may not be showing on camera, but this is some bright red on that. That's a very vibrant red on this one. More leaves. And I am surprised they just didn't paint both sides of it too. It seems like they may have been cutting some corners on this one. I'm not, because that doesn't seem like that would have had too much manufacturing to add a layer of paint on both sides, so you get a little more realistic. You see a little bit better scrutiny on it. Final product, I would think. But there's all our pieces, and I'm gonna dig in, grab the first few bits, and we'll get going on this. See how we get going tonight. Okay, here we go, getting ready to get cracking on this thing. Got all our pieces. Oh yeah, the official beginning is to test the battery, the lights, to make sure they work. They do. It had the little screw in the battery compartment that I hate almost as much as I hate poster for instructions, so I got rid of that too. But otherwise, everything else is good. But let's get going on this thing. So we're starting with this piece with the central bit, and this is going to be a big thing, so we're probably going to have to do segmented views of it most of the time, but I'll keep it wide as long as I can. I don't think there's any tiny details we need to worry too much about here. I'll flip these guys over so the lighter parts so they'll show up better for y'all. See the general shapes we're dealing with. We start with this guy and our two little guys here. And we got an arrow on it. Arrow goes at the bottom pointing up. There you go. So I think I want to do these pointing up as well. It doesn't really specify. I mean, I don't even think these are really going to be showing in the end of the once everything's assembled. But on through there, and our flat guy at the bottom. Let's see if we can get them to cooperate. One of them did. The other one just went away. Okay. Okay, there it went, finally. And on the way in. Okay. More of a struggle than I was expecting on that. Like I said, it looks like that's going to be, I'm assuming our hanger goes there. And now, find out which one of these is D13. We'll be working our way around, and they go together like that, and we get one. Let's see. D1 has the slots in it, and D15 is solid. The difference in them, and so according to the directions, D1 goes on the outside of the ring, D15 on the inside. So there and there. See, did a little staining on the outside of the ring here. I don't think, like I said, I don't think any of this is going to be showing in the final product, but I did want to just knock those edges off to make them a little smoother. Then next one is D15. No, D13. E4 is next. Okay. Yeah, so this guy, same sort of thing. Those two. Way in and down. Make sure I did that on these. Yeah. Yes, already feels, reasonably sturdy. It's not. I wouldn't want to wave it around too much, but it doesn't feel like it's falling apart like I was assuming it would. And then I'll bridge that last gap with this guy. Pick it up. And I have a hunch this is going to be the most difficult part because it's got the little lump behind it here, so I have to do it like mid-air. Just maybe put it on one side and the other, yeah. I've been trying to put them with the paint on the outside, or inside rather, so but I goofed up on that one. The rest of them I think I did right, or they don't specify, but okay, so got a circle, and actually most of it does shim up. Still don't see the whole thing even as wide as I can go, so no reason to go that far out. Okay, so completed our circle, and now oh, we're starting on a new circle. So that set you aside. Sort of the same basic thing. Ooh, actually, you know what? I did that wrong. I just noticed that. Okay, hang on. But fortunately, I did it wrong on the right one. The inner one, actually. Supposed to go up from the bottom. Okay. Not too bad of a fix. Okay. Which that does make sense. Give it a little bit bracing on both sides there. So it's I don't know if it feels any more stable than it did before, but Probably got some clearance issues we just resolved before it became an issue. Okay, now back on track. So we're starting to do D9 and E11. 6, E11, 7, gotta be D9. D9, okay. And we want the blank side on this one going up as well. Make sure we got the hole right there. So that we want to make sure that's where it's at. And sort of the same thing, except we're doing D15 on the outside and D1 on the inside. So the plain one, it goes down from the top. And the split in it goes, I guess this will actually be, this will probably be the top of the end because it's got the paint on it. And E6. Here. Cooperating, or I'm not coordinated enough. Or a little bit of both. Okay. Oh. From the other side. Gotta remember that too. Okay. There we go. These guys. Yep. I'm double checking myself because now I'm second guessing myself on the upside and downside of it. And I guess I didn't pull enough of them. Okay. I double counted those, but I guess I didn't. One more of each. All right. And another circle done. Now, stay on the blank side. Okay. 18. There. And there. D11 through this one. Now, take our battery box. And we feed. Get it untangled. feed our wire through the hole here. Slide you in there. And then this one goes here to hold it in. Now we got access to our power switch. The lights come in. Although it is going to be a bit of a bear to change that battery out, especially if you leave that cap on. Okay. And that is that page of instructions. On to the next bit, which, let's see, this one is the top with that on it. And this is the first one. It's going to be the bottom, so they're going to go like that. Still got spot for the battery to have access to it. So drop down. We take these guys. Not that one. Or that one. All these guys, and we're gonna make us a split level. As they should be. Let's see. Here we like. Okay, so we got the out above the in on them. I guess probably the best place to start is up here. And we've got notches for both of them, so you go on to. All I'm going to do is just do these first two. And try and get you to cooperate. There. There. Okay. And now I got to let me pull this thing back up again because it's going to be going everywhere. I think we got a little bit before we actually use it. And I lost the end. There it is. In and out and out and in. Okay. Top two are done. Let's come down here, see if we can't get these two to cooperate. Stay down up there, stay down there. Cool. Now I think we should be able to roll around pretty quickly. Okay, that's a nice double layer doodad going. They're all staying in. Alright, now I got these two guys left. Where do they go? arrows on them that go down. The top part goes in right here. There. Now, set you aside and to make a ribbon. Start with not many pieces on this. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's see. Start with the big one, and these guys go with the arrow going towards the top. Right there. There. And bring these guys in. Here. And here. And then this guy goes through this one. This goes through. That runs, yeah. This one. Okay. Now, bring our wreath back out, and we're bringing it up onto that. Like. So. Alright. Now, we got these leaves to go. Actually, 3. Uh-oh, somebody's asking for some attention. Let me be right back. Okay, no great emergency. She just decided it was time to go, which I appreciate her telling me. But there's 8. I can't tell much difference in them, but there's an 8, a 7, and all these are 6s. Now these do look a little different. They got a little more point to them, but I'm struggling to see any difference between these 3. This is a little bit shorter on that leaf. Maybe a little flatter over here. But, like I said, but there's 3 leaf shapes, and 8 is where we start with. And 8 goes on this one, going this way, it says. So, then 7s go on either side of the 8. So, here. I'm double check myself here. You could tell the fold was in the middle of the instructions. Oh no, we skipped one. Okay, that's what it is. Skip one. Okay. Yeah, and same over here. We skipped to this one for the other 7. Okay. And 6. Every other one around 6. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, got that situation going. Now, I'll finish up tonight, I believe. The last little step, got these leaves go in, and they just go on the other. They go on every other one as well. Good. And lastly, alright. Oh. So that's as wide as it goes, but that's, yeah, got our good little start to our wreath going. Excuse me. Outer ledge in our thing. So, and that actually that ends step 2 by their book. So, I guess for tonight I can do actually say unboxing through step 2. I was expecting to have to do day 1, day 2 on this one, but yeah, really plain versus really nice. And like I say, no benefit to it, but we got the lights going on as well. All right, folks. Like I said, I think it's going to be a short one, but I guess I got a late start on it because it's a little after 9 o'clock already. But I think it's going to be a fun one. Should be, nice. It's more a little fidgety getting the rings together, but everything else has been really nice going on. No complaints. Even the painting wasn't that difficult. I had just the markers did a pretty good job of going around the edges on them, and I'm pleased with how they, they don't. I never go for the perfect match, but just a little camouflage so it's not just brown next to green or brown next to red, as the case may be for our little bow in the middle there. But anyways, folks, I'm going to call that a night. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on a link. There's my channel over there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel where I do experiments a couple times a month. That is what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and that will be the playlist for this build once I get a second video up. See you tomorrow.